Let's learn how to solve this simple but conceptual question. We have to find the number of solutions for the pair of equations. And we can see that only variable here is theta. And if we see that if we sum these two, then the sine square and cos square will disappear. And we may find a solution. Let's see. The method one is we sum the equations, and after summing we have 2 minus cos 2 theta minus 3 sine theta equals to 0. And we can write cos 2 theta in the form of sine theta. So we have this equation. So finally we will have a quadratic equation which is this one. And we know how to find the roots of a quadratic equation. So we have sine theta equals to 1 or 1/2. And the interval of theta is 0 to 2 pi. Therefore, we have to see for how many values of theta, sine theta will be 1 and 1/2. The easiest way is we draw a graph of sine to theta, and then 1/2 line is this one, and then 1 is just 1. So we can see that 1, 2, 3. So there are 3 solutions. But if you see, there is no 3 in the options, and therefore there is some mistake in our method. And that's why I wanted to show this method, because if let's say there was 3 options, then most of the students will make a mistake. And the mistake here is that these 2 equations, these are basically 2 different functions. We can write them, let's say fx or f theta, f1 theta, which is 2 sine square theta minus cos 2 theta, and then f2 theta, which is 2 cos square minus 3 sine theta. And we have to find their common roots. So which is very different than just solving these 2 equations. So what we have to do is, if we want to use this method, then we have to check which of the solutions satisfy both the equations. So let's check for sine theta equals to 1. If sine theta is 1, then we can clearly see that equation first doesn't hold. Therefore, we can remove this as a solution, and remaining solutions will be just 2, and 2 is our answer. Another way to solve these kind of questions is to solve the equation individually and then find which of the roots are common to both of them. And now let's do that. For the first function, we have 2 sine square theta minus cos 2 theta equals to 0. And again we write cos 2 theta in the form of sine square theta. So we have from here we have sine theta equals to plus minus half. So theta we can find from this one, but let's find the solution for the second equation. So second equation, we can write cos square theta in the form of sine square theta. And we have this quadratic equation. And the solution of this equation are sine theta equals to 1/2 minus 2. We have to look for the common solution for these 2. And we can see that only sine theta equals to half will lead to common roots. We have to find for how many values of theta, sine theta will be half, and only 2 values will be there. And hence our answer is 2. I hope you enjoyed this solution. Please subscribe this channel and follow the page.